Hey guys, Josh here. I just wanted to come on before the podcast got started and advise you that it is a long one. It's about 2 hours long, so feel free to listen to it now, pause it, come back to it later as many times as you need to. I would also like to thank Tamago once again for coming on and being the first guest on the JCS podcast. It was really special, and I think we had a good time. So, without further ado, enjoy the very first episode of the JCS podcast. All right, hello and welcome to the first ever JCS podcast. Today I am joined by Tamago2474, also known as Simi by his first name. So welcome. When I was like, let's make a podcast, and then I found his channel, I was like, there is genuinely no one better to start with, because this guy is probably one of the most sincere YouTubers and funniest YouTubers I've seen. And I'm not like just saying that to like,
oh my god.
No, genuinely, like, you see like a facade on YouTube, but I genuinely don't think there's much of a facade here.
That's awesome,
so,
man. Thank you. Happy to hear that.
Getting straight into it.
Oh yeah.
Your YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
So who is Tamago2474?
Okay, wait. It's me. Just a kid who started making videos on YouTube because I saw other people doing it, and I was like, I want to get in on that. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. I started out with animations because, you know, I've told the story on my channel, but I saw a friend, he made animations. I was like, I want to do this too. So I started posting them. I started posting my own vlogs alongside that. I have the camera that I used, like my really old camera. I have it right up there. But
really?
Yeah, I do. But yeah, I was just making videos. I was pretty much just doing it because, you know, it was a lot of fun, and I thought the idea of being a YouTuber was really cool, which was kind of strange back then. You gotta think, this was like about 8 years ago now. So back then,
2009 was when your channel was created.
Yeah, I created a channel
May
in 2009.
30th, 2009.
You've done your research.
I didn't stalk you. I got this off Social Blade just to make sure everybody understands.
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, 2009, I started the YouTube channel because I wanted to watch an age restricted video, right? There's a show in the UK called The Gadget Show, and one of the challenges was to make a viral video, and like one of the hosts, they made a viral video, and it was supposed to be like this kind of like sexually suggestive video, but there wasn't anything there. It's just the title. It was called like Susie Stripping, but it had nothing to do. It actually had nothing to do with that, but they used it as clickbait to try and win the challenge. But because of the title,
what's Susie doing? Dang.
Yeah, I know, right? But like, because of the clickbait title, you couldn't watch it unless you were a certain age. So I made an account just so I could see the video. I was disappointed because there was nothing to see. But you know, yeah, so that's
one would be.
Yeah, that's why I actually signed up to YouTube. I didn't intend to upload a video ever, but I eventually did. So yeah.
So I wanted to start the first podcast off not being super cringy, right?
Okay. Might
and
have
then
been too late.
I realized, yeah, it is a little late, and I said, why not, instead of starting it off, cringy, I just go all in and start it off like a blind date. So,
okay.
The second question is, so without being too specific that you are uncomfortable, where are you from?
Where am I from? Okay, I was born and raised in London, United Kingdom. Hell yeah. My like ethnic origin is Nigerian. I've been to Nigeria once. I went when I was 6 for like 2 weeks. I only have positive memories of the experience. Apart from the few times that the electricity went out and the few times that I got chased by dogs. But you know, apart from that, very good, fun experience.
Did your family, like, did your parents migrate, or
I think both my parents were born in London, but like they lived in Nigeria. So they were both born in the UK, but like they lived in Nigeria for their childhood basically. But so, you know, they got that passport, you know, them international privileges.
The citizenship.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So you just said you've lived there pretty much all your life.
Yep.
There was one thing you said, and I forget what this went around, and this is the only reason the question's in here. So it's okay to say no, that you just heard me wrong. But you mentioned something about being in Maryland for a summer or something.
Oh, yeah.
Which I was like, oh, that's cool, because I'm in Maryland this summer, and the rest of my summers pretty much. So, yeah, what was that about? Because I saw your University of Maryland sweatshirt or whatever.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, when I think it was 2015, my mum and I went to America for like a holiday, right? And we went all over, not all over, but we went to a few different states. And I'm fairly sure that the first day we went to was Maryland, right? I have a cousin who studies there, and she lives in my auntie's house in Maryland. Yeah, we went there and stayed there for a few days. It was a lot of fun. Then we went to Chicago. I might be getting the order of this one. We went to a few different places, but we went to Chicago eventually. After that, hung out with another one of my cousins. Then we went to like, where is it that Disneyland is? Like, where's the...
So there's two. There's Florida is, I think, Disneyland, and then Disney World. Okay. Or I'm getting them backwards maybe, but California and Florida.
I think I went to the Florida one then. So yeah, I went there. And that was good. But yeah, we were just going all over. So I was in Maryland, I would say for a total of maybe 5 days. And yeah, it was good. It was incredibly hot. Like, I couldn't believe how hot it was.
Yeah. So does it not get that hot in the UK? Like,
this year, oh my God, we had a heat wave. Like, this is probably the hottest it's been in the UK for a few years. Like, it's always hot, like, in the summer in the UK. But this summer was particularly bad, you know, like for about, I think a stretch of a month, it was just, like I always complained on the live streams, it was just constant heat. So, but like we never usually have it that hot. And if I'm comparing my experience in the US, we never have it that hot for a long stretch of time until like a month ago. So, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'm moving to the UK when I get older.
Maybe it's a nice place. Wait, so you said, I just wanted to ask you a question. You said like every like year now you're gonna be in Maryland. What's that for?
Oh no, I live here now.
Oh, you live here now. Okay.
I used to live in Boston, Massachusetts. Not in it, but outside in a town called Braintree.
All right, nice.
And it's a bit colder there. I don't know if you went up to Massachusetts in your journey.
No, we never ended up going now.
Yeah, we never get to visit. But yeah, I used to live there up until I think 3 years ago.
Okay.
And now I'm in Maryland, so
right,
climate's pretty similar, but we don't get as much snow.
Oh,
so
cool.
You are, as self-described, a last year teen, which I assume is 19.
Oh yeah.
Which is a pretty good age to have the following you have to start at, right?
I guess so, yeah.
You've got a pretty good way to climb the ladder. But when did you want to start YouTube? Like, I think you already touched on it. But...
Yeah. So like, I was doing when I first started posting videos. The purpose was never like YouTube. The purpose was, okay, I have this video and I just need a way for people to be able to see it. So if Vimeo was the first thing I'd come across, the video would have been on Vimeo. If Daily Motion was the first thing, it would have been on there. So yeah, I just decided to put it on YouTube and start showing it to people. I think when I decided, oh crap, I actually want to do like this YouTube thing and grow that, it was fairly soon after, I think after like my second or third video. And then I was like, wait a minute, I kind of am doing the thing that, you know, other people on this platform do. I am posting videos on here. So maybe I should try like doing this properly. And there was one thing, I had a friend who, he joined my school in year 8. So he joined in like the second year. And he was a YouTuber too. And I think when he joined, he had like 200 and something subscribers, which you have to understand, like at that point I had maybe, I had like 30 maybe. So to me, he was huge. It was like a celebrity had joined our school. And I watched his videos, and they were really good. Like, they were super hilarious, super funny. I've given him shout outs in I think at least 3 of my videos. He does music.
So you're bigger
now.
than him now?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he never really continued the
You're
YouTube
waving?
thing. Sorry, wait, what?
You're
yeah,
waving.
I'm waving. I'm like, sign up.
Hey, down there.
Yeah. But like, he never really did the YouTube thing too seriously after like year 8. Whereas I just kept going year 9, year 10, year 11. I mean, now I'm still doing it. So, I mean, that's pretty much how it goes on YouTube. The people who make it the furthest are just the people who keep going for the longest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say like his name is KVN. I've like given him a few shouts. He used to be called A Guy Called Kev. And like, I don't think I've ever told him this, but like, he kind of like inspired me when it came to doing YouTube because I was already doing it. But when I saw him doing it, I was just like, oh, damn, I want to do this even more now. Like, one thing that always motivated me with videos was seeing my friends do it. I loved seeing my friends also making YouTube videos because to me, it was the coolest thing ever. And to see them also be doing it just made it even more fun to me.
That's all. I can appreciate that because sometimes when I get down and like, man, should I keep doing this? Part of it's because sometimes I feel like I don't have someone else to do it with, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or someone to relate on that level with. So yeah, I can definitely appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, was there anyone really who, like any YouTuber, right, who at the beginning you saw and you're like, wow, that looks like a lot of fun?
Yeah.
And kind of inspired you in that way?
I've been inspired by so many YouTubers, like to the point where you could see their influence in a lot of my older videos, at least. I try nowadays to make sure that, you know, my videos are like my own. But like back then, I've mentioned it in a video before, like Cyanide and Happiness. I made a series called Oddballs, which was me just trying to make episodes of Cyanide and Happiness and failing, I'll say. Like, the comedy just did not match up whatsoever. I was inspired by Swoozy. Like, I messaged Swoozy on Facebook. I sent him my Does Red Bull Really Give You Wings video. And he actually responded to me saying, yo, dude, if you're doing this at this age, imagine what you'll be doing in the future. That message, when he sent that to me, I think I read it right before I left for school. And this was in like 2012. So when I saw that message, I was like, no way. Swoozy, at the time, my favorite YouTuber, has just given me the thumbs up. I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to keep going. And then just different YouTubers. I was inspired by Philip DeFranco. If you look on my videos, I did vlogs before, right? I've unlisted them now, but you can still watch them on my channel. But yeah, I did a video called Releases where I compiled like a bunch of new stuff that was coming out. I talked about movies, I talked about TV shows and internet shows. That was essentially me doing Today in Awesome, but only the Today in Awesome part, not the part where I talk about all the bad stuff that's happened in the world, right? So yeah, I was inspired by Philip DeFranco heavily. I wanted to do an animated Philip DeFranco show, but it just took so long. I was like, there's no way I can do this every week. So I scrapped that idea. But yeah, I've had so many inspirations. Yeah. Same. So yeah, for me, it was just like, I was inspired by a lot of people, and it took a while for me to kind of develop my own style. But that's just how it is. Like, you have to kind of, at first, just take from other people, and then eventually you'll merge and develop your own style. That's kind of like why, you know, sometimes people send me videos saying, oh, this kid like ripped off your video. And then I'll watch it and I'll be like, okay, yeah, this is very similar to my video. Same jokes, same art and all that. But I'm also like,
I was thinking the same thing. I recently saw someone who was like, this is very, very similar.
But I'm just like, listen, they're young. I don't think I ever like, you know, copied something to that extent when I was younger, but it's just like, I understand that you kind of have to do that before you develop your own style. So I just let it pass. I'm like, keep doing you. Hopefully in the future, you'll eventually like get your own style and you'll make great stuff. So yeah. It's
funny you say that, because that was like, when I saw your game show, I was like, oh, I should not copy, but do something like this. And when I did the Fortnite thing, I was like, A, this is a crappy game. I don't even want to go through with the video. And I was like, B, realistically, this is going to be a crappier version of what he's doing.
Oh, man.
And it's not like, yeah, because I wasn't going to do the animations or anything like that. It was going to be like a vlog thing, and I just didn't think it was going to work out. But I can see how that influenced me.
All right, yeah.
But let's talk about, like, your channel.
Okay.
YouTube.com/Tamago2474.
Yep.
what the heck does Tamago2474 mean? Like,
all right.
What? Where did that name come from?
Well,
why is that your name?
Well, if you want the answer to that, you can head over to the channel and watch a video I made called How I Got My Username. But no, yeah, so the username came about, the username came about before the channel did. I had a phase where I was really into digital pets. I was playing a lot with a Tamagotchi that I got for my birthday. So already you kind of know where the Tamago bit came from. Yeah. And then eventually I remembered a website my sister had shown me called Neopets. And I remember that we used to have so much fun playing on that. And I remember that it was very similar to the concept of Tamagotchi, where you raise a virtual pet, you feed it, you play games with it, all that stuff. So I signed up to the website. I couldn't remember my old login. It was something to do with The Simpsons. I think it was like Simpsons Kid 11 or something like that, but I can't remember what it was. So I made a new account. I was like Tamago. And then I added the numbers on the end because back in primary school, my crush would always put the numbers 24/7 at the end of her username. So I'd be like, okay, I'm going to put 24/7 at the end of my username now. Tamago 24/7. So that was my username. And I signed up to a few other websites with it, like Club Penguin and all that. It's a long story. But eventually I needed to make a new Neopets account. So I added a 4 in the end. There's no reason or logic. It's just 24/74. It sounded good to me. Yeah. And I never let the username go. At some points I think, I should just change my name to Tamago. Like Tamago is just easier to remember. Mm-hmm. And when people ask me what my channel is now, I just say Tamago because if they type in Tamago, I come up anyway. So now if people ask me, I just say I'm Tamago. But yeah, the numbers, I feel like the numbers kind of represent a slice of internet culture as well, because, you know, back in the day, no one wanted to use their real names and they would use numbers and stuff. So I feel like it kind of has that, you know, feel to it. So I'm keeping it. I like it.
So on that Neopets thing, because it's funny, because some of the things you talk about doing when you were younger, it's literally like, it's the same, because realistically, like, yeah, you and I, in the long scheme of things, we're not that far apart in age. Mm-hmm. So when you say
wait, sorry, for the viewers, how old are you?
I am 15.
15, only 4 years apart.
So turning 16 in 3 months.
Oh, okay, so like more like 3 years apart since you're turning 16 this year.
So when you say that, I think immediately what jumps to my head is Webkins. I used to grind on Webkins. Did you ever play around with Webkins?
I think I have an account on it. I played it once, I think. Yeah. But never that much. And then
after Webkins was kind of dying and Club Penguin came to be, I was like, I specifically remember like the day I got that letter in the mail, you have become an elite Puffle Force or whatever, Penguin Force. I was like, we've made it, boys.
In the mail, they sent you a letter, physical letter.
No.
In the little box. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was like, damn, Club Penguin was on his US grind, wasn't it? Damn, okay. Well, yeah, I know what you mean. The YouTube video convention, right? In the UK that takes place every year. Yeah, Summer in the City.
Summer in the City. You described it as the VidCon of the UK, right?
Yeah.
So it nominated you, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but it nominated you for Gamer of the Year.
Yes, it did.
Right?
Yeah.
Was that like a big milestone for you, or was it just kind of like, that's cool?
It's a mix, because one, I didn't know Summer in the City did awards whatsoever. And two, it's like no one else knew. So I was just kind of like, I got a tweet, and it's like, Game of the Year nominations, and I see my name there. I was just kind of like, wait, what? This is a thing. And then two, holy crap, I got nominated. It was really cool. Like, I never thought I'd be recognized kind of as a gamer, because I'm basically still in the transition, but the transition from being an animation channel to being a gaming channel, I thought I'd at least have a year before people would start saying Game of the Year, but a year before Game of the Year. But, you know, like, it was really nice. I really appreciated being nominated. And yeah, it was cool. It was one thing that I looked at, I was like, yo, this is really cool. Like, I was nominated for Game of the Year. I've never been nominated for a YouTube thing ever, so yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, I know, right? Like, what a coincidence, bro.
Yeah. So on that topic, right?
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself a gamer? Because when I think gamer, right, in my head, Jacksepticeye comes up. Markiplier comes up. Ant Venom, which is if you know who Ant Venom is,
I've heard his username. I've heard.
He was an old Minecraft gamer.
Oh, okay. Wait, sorry. Does he do like videos where he critiques like a new game every week? I might be thinking of someone else.
No, I think you're thinking of someone else. Ant Venom's kind of dead at this point. I don't know why I mentioned him, but no offense. But so I think of them, and I think of, no offense to those guys, they do a lot of work for their YouTube channel, and they do like a lot more, and they've got way more subscribers than you or I.
Yeah.
But what they do is they take a face cam, like put it in the corner, and then they record gameplay. And there's not much editing that goes into it. But what you do, or at least what I've seen you do, is your game shows, for example. There's so much editing, and it's scripted, and it's worked hard. So what do you consider yourself?
I call my channel like an entertainment channel. Like, that's the category. If you had to categorize my channel, I'd say it's just entertainment, because like I have cycles of what I'm interested in. So it's like at some points I'm like, okay, this game is awesome, let's make a video on this. But at some points I'm like, okay, I have a funny story to tell, let me tell that. And I don't want to box myself into any one particular thing. Even like back in the very early days of my channel and making videos, in the sidebar of the channel where the description used to be, I'd always say I make animations and vlogs. So I never like put myself into one category with the type of videos I made. So yeah, I just call myself an entertainment channel. But speaking of those kinds of facecam videos, I've done like I feel like I've done one in the past, which was the Tamagotchi Forever video I made. And yeah, like I'm open to making those kinds of videos. Essentially, if I have like if there's something I want to make a video on, I'll just find the best format in order to make it. So it doesn't matter what genre it is, as long as I can get my point across. So yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So on to gaming. You ready?
All right.
Got some quick shots for you. You ready?
Quick. All right, I have to answer them quickly.
What is currently your favorite video game?
Oh, crap. Oh, God of War.
God of War?
Yeah.
That's PlayStation, right?
Yeah, God of War on the PS4.
Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation. PlayStation. It's so easy.
Listen.
I've never owned an Xbox. PlayStation.
Listen. I gotta hold this up right here.
I'm sorry, dude. Okay.
I love it. I love it.
Do that? Okay. Alright, two can play at that game, bro. Two can play at that game.
Oh, 2? Oh, you're gonna pull out 2?
Oh, okay. Wait, you gonna pull
out?
If
I wasn't wired in.
Oh, hell no, bro. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Look, we got the PS3 controllers and the PS4 controllers.
I can't compete with 4 controllers.
He can't compete, bro.
Listen, I only have 75 subscribers. I don't have the money for that yet, okay?
Oh, man.
Listen.
But yeah, I'm a PlayStation fanboy. I like self-admitted.
You can go Xbox or PlayStation. We can both agree
that
Nintendo is not taking the prize for that.
Yeah, they're not. But they're doing a very good job. They're doing a very good job.
I gotta say, like, if I were to get a new console, like, tomorrow, I think I'd get a Nintendo console.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely for me too.
Like Breath of the Wild, all their stuff. I don't feel like they're made to compete with Xbox or PlayStation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah, they're in a market of their own. Like, I feel like they're in a very good position, because it's like, okay, people will choose either Xbox or PlayStation, and then they'll get a Switch to supplement it. And PC is kind of in the same way, where people will be like, okay, I'm gonna have a PC, a console, and then a Switch. So like Switch has put themselves in a very good position where it's like, it doesn't matter if you have an Xbox.
Everybody's going for a Switch.
Everyone's going for a Switch. Everyone's going for a Switch. I feel like that's a great position.
They're the ultimate party console.
Yeah, like, definitely. Oh crap, you just reminded me of something I wanted to write down. I'm gonna remember that. It's for a video thing. But yeah, like the Switch is the perfect supplement console. I'm probably gonna have a Switch before the year is over.
Yeah, I hope to do that as well, but I probably won't. So what are you, switching back into our conversation before, you said you don't want to limit yourself, but is there a place you want to be, say, a year from now? Not a subscriber count, but a place in your content that you want to be.
I'm working, like, especially like right now, I'm working really hard on making sure that I upload as consistently as possible. Like, I I kind of had like a rocky month because I was going to like different events and I've never like gone to events before, so it messed up my rhythm. So I haven't posted a video in about a month, which is insane. Cause
it was weird because you had like 4 posts in a row, 4 weeks in a row, and then silence.
So it's like,
except for your Facebook, but
yeah. So for me, it's like for the past, I think since 2017, I've uploaded at least 1 video every month. And then after school ended, I uploaded like a video every 2 weeks. And then it was like radio silence. So I'm like, okay, wait, I got to strategize. So I'm working on getting as close to posting, 4 videos a week as I can, which is crazy, right? But I'm going to find a way to make it happen. It's going to be a slow build up, but I'm hoping to eventually get there. So if by this time next year, I can be like, a person can expect a video on my channel every other day, that would be where I'd want to be.
Wow, see, I procrastinate way too much. Like,
right, yeah.
For example, when you said, can we do this at 7 p.m. BST, 2 p.m., I was like, thank goodness, because I had not written these until like 2 hours ago is when I finished my questions. So,
yeah. I wanted to move it back just because I was like, oh crap, I need to record a voiceover right after the stream. So, yeah, but I get the whole procrastination thing. I used to have it so bad back when I was doing YouTube because it was just like, part of it was just kind of like I was getting a bit bored of animation at some point, but another part of it was just like, let me just browse through Twitter for 4 hours. Let me just do that instead. So yeah, I definitely
think part of it. I think part of it for me is like, well, actually, it was nice to wake up this morning because last night I checked, I went to bed, I had 68 subscribers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or it may have been it was 67. Then IMC. Who nobody will understand what I'm saying right now, but
Tune into the Facebook streams. Come on.
Yeah. He said, found your channel just now, got a subscriber. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Oh, nice.
And then I woke up and I had 75 subscribers.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I think part of it for me is like,
yeah,
if I'm making something, I'm spending a good 4 hours editing and nobody sees it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm enjoying making it, but I would also like there to be that gratification. But anyway, before you grab your audience, and this may be like not an in-depth question.
Okay.
There may not be an answer here. But before you grab your audience, did your parents have any thoughts about you creating things and posting them to YouTube, or did they not really care?
Okay, so like when I first started out, I'm trying to think. So I was posting animations and I showed them to my mum mainly, right? And she was like, "Oh, these are good. I like these." And my sister especially, I feel like my sister was probably the most enthusiastic person at the start. She was like, "Oh my god, these are so good. Like, you made this by yourself?" I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Wow, this is amazing." And you might have noticed that like in a video I posted, Game Over, like that was the first Flash animation I posted. Not the first animation, but the first Flash animation. I gave my sister like a shout out. I said shout out to my big sis, just because like she was like so supportive. And my sister's always been supportive of me. I've mentioned her in a few videos. And yeah, as I kept going on with the videos, my mom was like wary. She was like, "Okay, you can make these videos and it's good, but don't put your face in them." So like she wanted me to stop doing vlogs, right? Because she was afraid. I was like 12, so she was like, "I don't want, people on the internet, creeps on the internet, watching you." But I had like that friend who like inspired me. He put his face on the internet. So I was like, "Oh, but he does it and he's fine." So I had to convince my mom that it was okay for me to put my face online.
Yeah.
But I eventually stuck to the animation anyway, so it didn't matter. As it went on, my sister still supportive as ever, and my mom was like,
"That's exactly."
She's like, "Just don't let it distract you from your school, right?"
That's exactly.
Yeah. She's like, "Don't let it distract you from your schooling." I was like, "Okay, I won't." And I made sure not to, because I don't know, I like it's a normal thing. I just like doing well in everything I can do. So like with school, I was like, okay, I want to make sure I still do well with school, and I post these videos. So I was doing that, and I would say like there was a tipping point when it came to KSI Animated. Once I made KSI Animated, obviously my sister's supportive as ever, but there was like a switch with my mom. She was like, "Whoa, this is hilarious!" Like she She watched that video.
Really?
I was looking on her watching that video for like the 20th time. No
Really?
no exaggeration. I was like, you've watched this video so many times. And she says, I love it. And like, that was a point where my mom was like really pushing for me to keep making videos.
Yeah.
Because she was also impressed that KSI saw it himself. But she was impressed with it before he saw it as well. And the time when I noticed that something had shifted was when I was in my room, I was doing my homework, and I hadn't uploaded a video in about a month. And she was like, so what's going on with the videos? That was the first time she ever asked me, like, so when's the next video?
Yeah.
Because she wanted to watch the next video. And then
That's
I was
awesome.
like, I got her. She wants the videos now. And
That's
from
awesome.
then, I just like, I kept making the videos. Now she like always watches them. She shares them with, okay, I've got a funny story for you. So I'm making videos. I released the Club Penguin story, right? And I think at the time that was her favorite video of mine. She has a new favorite now. Her new favorite video of mine is why I stopped animating. But at the time, her favorite was the Club Penguin story. And she liked it so much, she shared it to every single contact she had in Nigeria. And when the video blew up and it got to like 100,000 views, which wasn't normal for me back then. Back then, after I had like 30,000 subscribers, and if I posted a video, it'd probably have 5,000 views after a month. This video had 100,000 views after a week or 2 weeks, right? So when it reached that, she was like, "See, it's because I shared it to Nigeria." Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, all right. That's why I blew up. Yeah, but yeah, she's my mom, my sister, incredibly supportive. So yeah.
So what about kids at school? Because for me,
yeah,
I used to have a channel that reached 250 subscribers.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if I would say I was a bit more active on that channel, but I think I probably did more with it, right?
Yeah. Wait, what sort of videos did you post?
I don't know. I don't know how far. So,
all right.
I don't know if you've seen this video, but it's Every Month Kid.
Every month. Oh, okay.
It's a Jake Paul parody.
Yeah. Wait, so it can't have been that old then? It's like last year or what?
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not old.
Oh, damn.
At all.
Okay. All right.
So, I'm not going to check right now, but I think it's got like 1.8 thousand views right now. It's pretty good for me.
Yeah.
And I hit that, and it was like great and everything, and then like I posted another video because I hadn't posted in like 2 months, and I'm kind of the guy who's like stereotypically cringy, like posting a channel update, right?
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
So it's like, channel update for all those who care. I'll be posting more. Bye. And then but in my mind, there's no reason you should want to like dislike that video, right?
Yeah.
So when I got 5 dislikes on that video within 2 minutes of it being uploaded, I kind of knew there were people only subscribed to that channel to make me feel bad at my school.
Oh,
and I was like, this sucks. So I did not upload again, and I was really like, is this for me? Like,
oh, that's
finally
a shame,
I was
man.
like, I'm gonna rebrand Joshua Scott, which I like better because of my future goals. I like my name instead of Josh Vlogs. And I think this is the better route for me, and that kind of has strengthened me a little bit.
Right.
But for you, kids in school, did you have the same experience, or was it hopefully better?
Okay, so for me, I'm trying to think. So like, I started posting the videos. For me, like, before I posted the videos to YouTube, I was showing the videos to people on my phone, the animations. So like, I never had the feeling of embarrassment with my videos. Like, I always wanted people to see them to the point where I'd push it in their face, essentially.
So are you, like, personality-wise, right?
Yeah.
Are you, like, very confident?
Okay.
Or, like, does things not really get to you? Because, like, me, one of my faults is, like, I can put on a facade that I'm confident and kind of, like, walk around like that.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, what people say and what they think hurts me.
Right.
So I'm trying to get better at that, but that's part of the reason I'm not, like, showing it in people's face.
Yeah, I get where that comes from. Like, I had and still have to a certain extent that kind of feeling of like, you know, you don't want someone to dislike you, right? And I feel like that's just something as you get older, you kind of understand that, you know, it's not particularly about everyone liking you. It's about the people that you care about caring about you back and all that stuff. But like, to answer your question, when I was younger, I actually remember I guess I had to be like more confident because like my family is like really loud, like they're really loud, right? And one thing I actually remembered, this is from primary school. I actually specifically remember a moment where I was asked to like speak in assembly in front of the whole whole school, right? Because in primary school it would be a whole school assembly. And I remember walking up to the front, being nervous, and then I thought to myself, I think I must have been like year 3 or year 4. I thought to myself, like, okay, what would my mom do, right? Because like my mom's like crazy. She's not crazy. I went to say like crazy confident. Yeah. She's like loud, and so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna try and channel my mom here. And so I just like, I kind of like lifted up my chest and I just started speaking, and like my heart was beating the whole way through. Like I sometimes tripped over my words, but I got through it. And then I just kept doing that throughout the years, and it carried me through to secondary school. And I feel like that's why I can speak, and that's where I get like my confidence from. It's just kind of like that first hump where you do it and then you keep doing it. And I'd always volunteer for things which kind of would scare me. Like I held more assemblies in my secondary school than most teachers did. Like in my secondary school, like year 7 up to year 13, I held at least 50 assemblies, which is kind of crazy. I held an assembly in year 8 just to promote my YouTube channel to the year group. Like I was not, like I was nervous, but at the same time, it's like I want people to subscribe to my channel, and I've got a year group of 240 kids my age. Let me ask the head of year if I can hold an assembly. He said no, actually. I asked him, can I hold an assembly to talk about my YouTube channel? He said, no, you can't. It has to be a moral to the assembly, because that's the way it would work. Like the assembly would always teach something. So I was like, I can come up with a moral. I can make it an assembly on how you should never give up. And then I talked about how I had my first video ever to reach 1,000 views. Does Red Bull really give you wings? I talked about how I made one video, it didn't happen, which was the overreaction video. I made another video, game over, it didn't happen. And then eventually I made Does Red Bull Really Give You Wings? And it happened. I reached 1,000 views. And then that was the moral. Obviously it's BS because it's like, okay, never give up. But, you know, I had to get a moral in there somewhere. And yeah, I held the assembly and it worked out. So, I mean, I got like 5 subscribers from it, but I was happy with those 5 subscribers. So.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I think that maybe, like, it's crazy. Like, we're living in a time where time changes exponentially now. Like 4 years ago, my Mac is trash. The camera quality is absolute garbage.
Yeah.
And YouTube was maybe less accessible than it is now.
Yeah.
But if I were to hold, and maybe this is just me making an excuse, but if I were to hold that assembly, the minute I left the room, there would people who would be in their next class on their phone watching that video and judging it like that. And like, I don't care about being judged, but going to school the next day and facing what they think, and people are like mean.
Yeah.
So seeing what they think, that kind of, I don't know, that kind of gets to me in that sense. And I think it's also an age thing. I think I need to get to the point where I just don't care. But
to be honest, to be fair to you, I don't actually know if anyone ever reaches the point where they don't care. Because I still care. Like, I still get comments where I'm like, damn, you really just said that? That was mean, dude. Like, you didn't need to say that to me, Jesus. But, but like, it's a kind of thing where it's like, it took so little effort for the person to leave that comment, and for you to like kind of give up and have your whole day be ruined because of something that they typed up without even thinking. It's just such a shame. So you eventually like kind of, you develop a thicker skin and you try to make sure it doesn't affect you too much. Every once in a while you read a comment that, you know, you're like, okay, for the next 1 hour, I need to just be mad because that person said that. But, you know, eventually your things will bounce off. So, yeah, I wouldn't worry about that too much.
So, here we go. I got a stat for you.
A stat, okay.
Ready? So, May 30th, 2009.
Yeah.
That is the day you created your channel.
Yeah.
And now here we are, I'm talking to you, August 29th, 2018.
Mm-hmm.
You have almost 250,000 subscribers and your own silver play button. Is that surreal? I mean, it's not 50 million, but realistically, 250,000, 230,000 is a big number. Like,
yeah, it's, I can't even comprehend the number anymore. Like, I stopped being able to really understand how many people are watching me once I reached, I think, like 20,000. Because it's like, when I had 200 people, I was like, that's less than the people in my year group. That's about 6 form groups in my year group. So I can visualize that. But once it gets to like 20,000, you're like, oh crap. I don't even understand how many people are watching my videos. And there'd be times where I had like 25,000 subscribers. I'd upload a video, and after a week, it would only have 2,000 views. And I'd feel bad about that. I'd be like, what? Only 2,000 views, but I have 20,000 subs. But then you kind of step back and you're like, wait a minute. Let's think about this. 2,000 people. That's 10 times the number of people in my year group. That's more people than in my entire school have seen the video. Mm-hmm. And now to have 200 and something thousand, I don't actually know, 220,000, I think. It's like,
there's cities in America with less people than that.
Yeah. And it's just kind of like, okay, I just make these videos now. Like, now what I do is I rely on the people who are like really dedicated and reach out. So the people who send me tweets, people who leave comments, the people who tune into my live streams, right? Those are, I consider those people my audience, and everyone else is just like people who stumble across the videos, because I can't visualize it, I can't comprehend it. So yeah, it is surreal. It is surreal. In terms of the time, wait, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Does it ever get overwhelming?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh my god. Yeah. No. Okay. So for the first 3 years of me working on my channel, it took me 3 years to reach 100 subscribers. And then in that year that I reached 100 subs, I also reached 200, 300, and 16,000, right? All in the same year. So you gotta imagine, when I reached 100, I was like, oh, I'm Gucci, this is good. When I reached 200, I'm like, hey, okay. When I reached 300, I'm like, okay, we good. When KSI gave me that shout out and my channel shot up to like 9,000 and 12,000 and then it plateaued at 16,000, I was just like, holy crap. I had my next video, which was, I think, how to be a YouTube gamer. And I was so nervous. I was like, holy crap. Yeah. This is the first video I'm posting to an audience of more than 300 people. I never even posted a video to an audience of 300. I had like 297 at the time. So like, this is the first time I'm posting to an audience this large. If they don't like it, there are so many of them that the hate could kill me. That's what I felt like. Yeah. So I was like, but then it's just like, I made the video. I put so much time into the video. I'm going to put it out. And if they don't like it, it is what it is. And I posted it and they loved it. I was like, hell yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. And like, I had that video in particular. I had a friend of mine who was in the year above me. He he sent me a message on Facebook. He's like, bro, you're about to go viral. This is your best video. I'm like, hey, don't even pay attention to it, bro. That's good. So yeah, that's that's pretty much, yeah, it's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking. Like, when your channel eventually reaches 100,000, you're gonna feel it. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be like, holy crap. Like, this is scary.
This is not a scripted question. It just came up now.
Okay.
And it kind of, there are some YouTubers who I feel like it does not go to their head, and then there's others who it does.
Okay.
One person that, 2 people actually, that you and I know quite well, and we'll get to talking to them after the break.
I know who you're talking about already.
But Logan and KSI.
Okay,
Logan Paul, I feel like, and I've heard the thing where like, Logan Paul, there's a business side of Logan Paul, the vlogger, and then the personality.
Yeah.
But I think where those merge is how YouTube is kind of changing him, right? It's going to his head a little bit.
Okay.
And I worry about just knowing myself. I do not want this, if it works out for me, right? I do not want it to go to my head. Obviously, I've seen you, and it does not look like it goes to your head at all.
I hope not.
But
anyway.
do you ever, I don't know what question I'm trying to bring up here.
Do I ever like feel like an inflated sense of importance because of how many subscribers I have or what?
Yeah, and then do you ever like, I don't know if you would get worried, but do you ever like, ooh, step back, listen. We're all on this earth together.
I feel like, for me, I spent so long trying to grow my channel and not really getting anywhere that I feel like at this point I get it now. I get, like, listen, not having this many subscribers doesn't really mean that I'm doing anything amazing. It's just that things worked out in my favor. Things fell into place.
You were in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, and it's like, obviously the amount of work you put in increases how many places will be the right place and how many times will be the right time.
Yeah.
But it's still the thing of, it's like, listen, you don't do everything by yourself. You're not this magical specimen, right? So I just kind of, I understand that I make these YouTube videos. People have fun watching them. And, like, that's it. It's not this thing where I have to feel like I'm better than anybody else because of what I do.
To that point,
yeah,
when you mention that, if you think about it, Logan Paul was literally in the best place at the best time because, you know, he started on Vine.
Yeah.
My guess is he saw that thing on the App Store and was like, "Oh, I'll just get this. It's new. Looks like it's going." And then, boom, he was.
I feel
funny.
like sudden and rapid growth is what can kind of sometimes make it go to your head because you feel like, oh wait, I'm made for this in a sense because you haven't, like, obviously the dude's put a lot of work in, you can't deny that. And this isn't even specifically about Logan Paul or KSI. It's just about someone who grows really quickly. It can get to your head. But another very important aspect is the people you have around you. Like, do you have people that will call you out? Like my friends on the Risks podcast, like those friends specifically. If I make a bad video, they will straight up tell me. They'll be like, yo, that video was trash. And I was like, okay. And like when you have people like that, it keeps you grounded because it's like you don't have everyone telling you you're awesome all the time. And my family as well, like they'll tell me like what they actually think. And it's important to have people like that around you. So yeah.
That's good. And I want to backtrack real quick.
Yeah.
And say, I have to take back what I said. Right now, if I'm thinking one person who may be going down that path, I would say Logan Paul. I think KSI shows signs of that, but when I heard his podcast in the True Geordie thing where he talked about how if somebody needs, like, a shout-out from him, right, he'll give it to him because he's like, he said, we're all here for a good time. Like, that was one of those things that really, I was like, okay, this guy gets it.
Like, I mean, the dude gave me a shout-out. Like, KSI has helped out so many UK YouTubers, it's unbelievable. Think of like the odd ones out, James, right? He helps out so many like smaller channels. KSI was that back in the day, like all the time, just bringing these channels out from nothing and putting them in the limelight, and then just showing people like, yo, check this guy out, check this person out, check this person out. Like KSI was the dude. Like he was so helpful, and it's just like I have a lot of respect for him. Like, as much as like you can complain about ego and all that stuff, I personally think it's, you know, it's just how he acts for the cameras and all that. Because I've never actually met him in person, but it's just I gotta respect the dude because he didn't have to be the way he is, but it's a good thing he is the way he is because it's one of those things where think of like success as like a pyramid. The closer to the top you get, the fewer people can fit there. And it's like it's lonely at the top, so he brought his friends up with him, and that's just the best thing. Like that's the best thing. I wouldn't want to just be successful on my own. I'd want all my friends to come too. That just makes it more fun, you know. So
yeah. So we've kind of touched these. So these next two questions are going to be like should be rapid fire, but
okay.
So 2009, I was 6 years old, and you were 10.
Yes, but anything after February, I would have been 10.
Yeah. So, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Even though, like, 2011 was when you actually started uploading, it's still a while ago. And now we're in 2018, you have an audience. Before, because, let's see, when was your break? So I think I saw you when I was actually looking for smaller YouTubers to... And this is not, I'm not proud of it, but I'm going to admit it.
Okay.
I was literally, if I did not actually enjoy your content, I was going to do one of those, hey, great video. Hope you could check my channel out too.
Okay, right, yeah.
But I was like, ooh, this guy actually is good, so maybe not do that. But that is quite a long time, so we've touched on it a little bit.
Yeah.
But did you ever, like, and this is maybe a question more for me, but my guess is some people listening to the podcast have the same feeling. Did you ever get discouraged, or did your younger self say, why aren't my videos getting views? Like,
oh yeah, like when I first I tried every method in the book to grow my channel. Like every single method you could possibly think of to grow a YouTube channel, I tried it. I wrote the username of my channel on a piece of paper and I stuck it to the front window of a bus. So it'd be like a bus advertisement. Like I did that. I had friends of mine handing out flyers with my channel name written on it to all the forms in the school. Like I was trying everything to grow my channel, and like each new subscriber was like, yes, okay, we did it. We got a subscriber today. Success, right? But yeah, like you do get discouraged, especially like when I was working on animations. It's like I spent a whole month making this video and it got like, I don't know, 50 views. I'll be like, okay, I wish it did better than that, but okay, fine, whatever. But that wasn't even the worst of that feeling, because I knew that, okay, eventually when my channel grows bigger, I'll start getting views. The kind of worst of it was, there was a period where like for 3 years in a row, I didn't pass 30,000 subscribers. I just came out of it in 2017. That was when I finally left the 30,000 club. So from like 2015, 2016, and 2017, a bit of 2014 too, I had 30,000 and something subscribers.
And I think recently, when I looked at your stats, more recently, I don't think it's this month, but July, you grew a lot in July. Like that was kind of your peak.
Yeah, July.
No, I'm not saying your peak, but just as of now.
Yeah.
That's been your peak.
I think July was a good month. I think, That, I can't pinpoint exactly why, but July was a good month. They liked the stuff in July. But yeah, like back then, wait, what was I talking about? I was talking about
discouragement and being
why
aren't my videos? Yeah.
So when I had like 30,000 subscribers and my videos would only get 5,000 views after a month, I kind of felt like, wait a minute, I should be getting more than, because I would always get, back when I started, I'd always get more views than subscribers. I had 20 subscribers, but my videos would get, 70 views and all that. So to now be getting, a sixth of my subscriber base actually watching, I kind of felt like I was doing something wrong. But that wasn't until I learned that actually most YouTubers, pretty much every single YouTuber, they get fewer views than they have subscribers. Because, like, you got to think about it, a subscriber isn't going to watch all of your videos. Even if they love you, they got things to do. Sometimes they just miss them. And I just thought, okay, I'm subscribed to a few channels myself. And I just straight up I don't watch everything, but it doesn't mean I don't like their channel. Just that if I have a long stretch of time where I have nothing to do, which nowadays is almost never, then I'll sit down and watch them. But otherwise, I'm going to have to be so incredibly selective about what I watch. I mean, that's why having a good thumbnail and title is so important, because it's like, it's not that a person would think your video was rubbish otherwise, but you have to really give them a reason to click on this one instead of, another one, especially if they only have time to watch one video.
And I think the best current day example of that, for those listening and like, oh, okay, look at PewDiePie. Guy's got, I think, 60 million subscribers now, and he averages 2 to 3 million per post.
Yeah, and
that's not because the 60 million don't like him anymore. It's just because they don't have time to be there for the daily everything, and they've grown up a little bit.
Yeah, so. and a lot of things people don't understand is like, when you're like judging a channel that's saying, oh, you don't get as many views as you have subscribers, it's like, a subscriber isn't a promise that they will watch all your videos. A subscriber is just, at one point, they watch a video of yours and they're like, oh crap, this is good. I'm gonna click that subscribe button. Think of a subscribe as a channel like. That's what I think of it as. And then, if you post a video, they might see it. They might not. They might watch it. They might not. But, it just means over the lifetime of your channel, you've had that reach. PewDiePie was posting videos when I was 11. I'm now 19. If he was posting the videos that he posted when he was 11, I wouldn't be watching them now. But it's because he's changed his content up that I watch them. So people grow up. People's tastes change. Their interests change. It doesn't mean they're going to be bothered to log into their YouTube account and unsubscribe. Like, I wouldn't worry about the whole subscriber to view ratio thing. It's very rare that a YouTuber will have a video that does better than the number of subs they have.
Yeah. So we've talked about it a little bit, so I don't want to spend too much time on it. but your big break, would it be fair to say, was when KSI shouted you out, right?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Now, was this the time, or was it when you posted the following video saying, like, I hope they like this, where you're like, okay, dang, I can do this, this can happen, I can become this YouTuber. Was it then, or was it later?
Wait, so like when I decided, oh, okay, I can be a YouTuber, like, as a thing?
When you finally were like, okay, so...
Oh, wait, do you mean like
now
full
there's people
time,
watching, I can... No, just where it kind of was like right now it's a dream for me, right?
Okay. Oh,
for you,
wait,
it's a little bit more of a reality. What was the threshold where you're like, this could be a reality? Like, this could happen.
Oh, it was actually way later. It was...
Yeah.
It was when I posted the Club Penguin story and it went viral. It did really well. That's when I was like, holy crap, I can actually do this. Like before, like all those years before, 2011 to 2017, I was just kind of like, I'm doing this for fun. Maybe one day something will happen. Even when the KSI thing happened, I was excited, but I wasn't like, oh, well, now time to be a YouTuber. No, I was still like, okay, one of the things I made got recognized. That's awesome. But when I was like, holy crap, I can actually be like a YouTuber, that was like when the Club Penguin story did well. Because I felt that the video was really good. And the audience also felt that the video was really good. And when there was that connection, because sometimes I thought a video was good, but the audience didn't really think so. And then the audience would think a video was good, but I didn't really think so. But when like we both kind of link up like that, then it's like, okay, I can make a good video now. Like I can make a video, know it's good, and the audience will like it at the same time. So that's when I was like, yeah, okay, I can do this.
So now, has it been smooth sailing up the YouTube ladder from there?
No. No, it has not been smooth sailing. So, I was having like, so after like I did my A-level exams and I was like, okay, I'm gonna like do this YouTube thing now. I was making videos and people liked them, but I was having a hard time like liking my own content. Like I make a video, I'd be like, oh, I don't like this. But I have the philosophy where it's like, even if you make something that you don't really like, at some point you thought it was a good idea, so you have to just post it and then just let other people decide. So yeah, I would post my videos, be like, oh, there's problems with this video. I'll post it anyway. And I was kind of thinking, oh damn, maybe I shouldn't actually be doing this YouTube thing. And I was like, after I'd already started doing the YouTube thing properly, right? So this might be some of your favorite videos. I'll never tell you. Some of your favorite videos of mine might be videos that I was like, this is trash. This isn't good at all. But like eventually, I feel like a lot of it was because I wasn't enjoying the process of animation anymore. And so every time I'd sit down to do animation, it made me think that, oh damn, I don't like making videos, when really it was just the animation I was getting really tired of. But yeah, as I kept doing it, as I decided to switch what content I was making, things just got better. And now, like, it's never perfect. You're never gonna be at a point where, okay, I'm making videos, everything's going fine, everything's going smooth. But at least there's a bit of equilibrium here, where it's like there are an equal number of good times and bad times now when it comes to making videos. So yeah.
So to preface this next question,
okay,
was there a time where you were like, you got to the point where you're like, this isn't going to work out, I'm going to quit? And then, following that question, if you could say one or two things to your younger 12-year-old self at that stage, or if that stage didn't happen, just in general, what would you say to the younger version of yourself?
So yeah, I've thought of like quitting a lot of times. Sometimes it's just because I was like, I'm out of ideas now, so I guess I should just quit. Sometimes it's like, I don't like animation anymore, and people won't watch me if I do anything else, so I should just stop at this point. And what I would say to myself is like don't be afraid to like make what you want, and also experiment. Just try something new. Like, don't be afraid of like how it's gonna turn out. Like, just try it, and you might like it. So that's what I'd say to my younger self. Like, you don't have to quit. Like, I don't think anyone has to quit YouTube, because it's kind of like quitting Twitter. You can take a break for as long as you want. You don't have to delete your account. You can just not post, and then when you finally have a tweet that you think you want to post it then, right? Like a YouTuber, Like a YouTuber doesn't need to make an I'm quitting video. You can just like go AWOL for a bit and come back and make a video. And it doesn't even have to be a comeback. It can just be you uploading a video. So, you know, I never did quit ever on my channel. I only ever took breaks for like exams and stuff. But I just tell my younger self, like, don't worry about this thing so much. Like, YouTube is just a website. Don't be like getting upset. Because I'd feel like really down about YouTube sometimes, and it's just kind of like, dude, it's just a website. Like, it's a website where people come to have fun. You don't want to be getting upset. Because YouTube's my favorite website, but it also made me miserable. So I was like, that's not good. Like, just have fun. Like, have a good time. Chill out. If you don't want to post something, just don't post something. If you want to post something and you're not sure how your audience will react to it, just post something. I made a video. It was a gameplay commentary called The Facts, where I was answering questions. And I was like, oh my god, I'm posting a gameplay commentary to my channel. No one's going to like this. But it's like, I wanted to do the gameplay commentary. I'd already been doing it on my second channel for a little bit. So I was just like, just post it. Even if they don't like it. Just post it anyway. And then most people, the video didn't perform very well. But the people who watched it appreciated it for what it was. And I feel like that's just the best way to go about YouTube. Like, yeah, eventually, if you want to really grow it, you have to have a business mind about it. So you do have to make sure you're posting your videos and all that. But just still remember, they're just videos. Like, you're not... nothing bad's gonna happen if you post one video that people don't like. Like, come on. There are some people whose channels thrive on getting dislikes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I feel like that is really good advice for somebody like me or somebody who's not at the point where you are, because I think what finding your channel really helped me, because it was good to see someone else who kind of wanted to do this at my age, and now I can kind of say, even if I don't get to the size you're at in the next 3 years, you didn't either at my age, so it's alright, and as long as I keep working at it and doing what I love, it'll go. But now for this next part, we're kind of nearing the break point where we're going to get 5-minute water break. Okay. But then I got statistics.
Sipping my water all the way through, but okay, yeah. Okay, some statistics.
I got statistics for you. Okay. We're going to run through that. We're going to talk about sponsorships and collaborations. And we're going to take a little break. Are you ready? Okay. So, quick round. 223,000 subscribers, a little bit over. Yeah. That's where you're at right now. 20,493,000 channel
Yeah, views. I just noticed I had 20 million views a few days ago. I was like, holy crap, that's incredible. That's crazy.
Channel grade, B-.
B-, alright. It's alright.
It's better than mine. Mine's a D-, which I guess I gotta work on a little bit, but
I remember when I was a D-.
You're 42,543rd on the channel rankings.
Alright, yeah. I used to be like 30,000 back when I had 30,000 subscribers. So it just shows how big YouTube has grown,
Yeah. 118,517th video view rank, which is crazy because you have 20 million video views, yet you're still behind 100,000 people.
Yeah.
Which
it is what it is.
You've had 1 million views in the past month, which is crazy. It really kind of shows like when you've been growing, because the past month you've had 1/20th of your whole time views. Yeah. So this is my favorite stat, one of them. Okay. $262 or $400,200 estimated monthly earnings, which is quite a range. Yeah. And that doesn't have sponsorship, so I would hope you're not living off $262.
I'd hope not either.
3.1 thousand again, or 50.1 thousand estimated yearly earnings, not including sponsorships. And it is estimated in 168 days you will hit 300,000 subscribers. Okay. Then in 429 days you are estimated to hit 500,000. 873 days you will hit 1 million subscribers according to Social Blade.
I'm going to try and see if I can accelerate that.
Yeah, finally on May 25th, 2023, it is estimated you will hit 3 million subscribers. According to my statistics. Yeah. I don't even know how old I'll be in 2023, but that will be the day, that same day, I will hit 100,000 subscribers. So it really looks like you're going to pull away with the lead here. But
hey, you never know what can happen. You just need to make one video. It goes
the final statistic I have for you. Okay, yeah. Drum roll, please. According to famousbirthdays.com.
Oh my god, famous
which I could not
birthdays.
believe you had a profile on there. Like,
Alright.
you are the 31st most popular online animator, and you have quit animating. So,
That is
way to go for that
really
stat.
funny. That is really funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Alright, so sponsorships,
Sponsorships
and
right.
collaborations, the YouTube perks kind of being a YouTuber.
Yeah.
So, just so I make sure I have the list right, what sponsorships do you have right now?
We got the Rosie chair in the back. Yeah, just, use code. I don't want to advertise on your thing, but 24/7 on a rosie.sc,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. That's it. That's it. Yeah, that's
That's
it.
it?
Yeah, that's it. That's the only sponsorship.
You don't. So, what's the thing? I don't know how much you can talk about it contractually, but what's the thing you've got going with Facebook right now? Because
Alright,
for those
so-
of you who don't know, I'm gonna let him plug at the end of the video.
All right.
But he live streams on Facebook, which is not a normal thing to do. Normally, people live stream on Twitch, but he streams on Facebook, which some might say he will not say it because I don't think he's contractually allowed to say it. But I'm not gonna make. I would say that may slow down his ability to be found live streaming, but he does it anyway. So what's that deal you got going?
I can't talk too much, but I will say that Facebook gaming is obviously Facebook doesn't do gaming. However, gaming is huge, and Facebook wants in, right? So.
Yeah.
They've been reaching out to creators who they like and saying, hey, listen, do you want to do live streams on our platform? Maybe your audience can come over here to watch on our platform. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, that's good. And, it's a deal. So I get benefits from it as well. And yeah, I've been having a good time. I've been streaming there since June. I'm about to enter my 4th month of live streaming, which is really, it's crazy now that I think about it. But yeah, I've been having a good time. The audience seems to be having a good time. When that new Spider-Man drops, we're going to be playing that on stream. And yeah, it's been good. So that's what's going on with Facebook Gaming, fb.gg. That's like the URL and all that.
So your collaboration with the Odd Ones Out.
Yeah.
That I watched it again today.
Oh, okay.
That was pretty cool. For those who don't know, the Odd Ones Out is arguably the biggest animator, at least in the U.S. I think on YouTube.
Yeah,
but I could
pretty
be
much
wrong
on
there.
YouTube right now. Yeah, biggest one.
He has over 8 million subscribers, and earlier this year, he and Simi did a collaboration. So I've always assumed it was you.
Yeah, that's what most people would.
Who reached out?
The Odd Ones Out reached out, which...
Really?
Yeah, he did, which was like, you'd assume that the smaller person would reach out to the bigger person, but like, that's the thing, like, the Odd Ones Out is super willing to work with people. Like, he loves he loves doing collaborations. So what happened is, someone emailed him asking for him to collab with me, and then he sent me a DM on Twitter, because we were already following each other, so he sent me a DM, just a screenshot of that email. And I was like, okay, I guess we got to give the people what they want. And then we started thinking, okay, what sort of video could we make together? Because I didn't want to make an animation, and he didn't really want to make an animation either. Because doing an animated collab is a bit weird, right? Yeah. And he mostly did animated collabs with, his roommates, Jaden Animations, Something Else YT, Tim Tom, people like that. So we're like, okay, let's do a bit of a game show type thing. We came up with the idea, and we set it up. And the dude was super
chill.
Yeah, super chill. Like, James is great. Like, I'm always super happy when people like that succeed, because it's just like, you're so nice and you're willing to help other people out. Similar to the whole KSI thing, like when he was at the top, which he kind of still is, but he was always, helping other people up too. So I was just like, you didn't have to do this, dude, and you did, and I really appreciate and respect you for it. So yeah, shout out to James.
So, is there anyone, and when I wrote this question, I realized this could come off as super, like, fanboyish, like, can you say me? Are you gonna say me?
Okay.
But it's not what this is for.
All right.
Is there anyone else that you can disclose you are going to collaborate with or would like to collaborate with in the future?
Oh.
Because this podcast is going to be trending tomorrow and they're going to see it. So...
Yeah, but I don't know, because for me, I've never had collaborations in mind because my videos have always been like a one-man show type thing. But I do want to like work with other people in my videos. I just haven't gotten the right format down because I'd want to make sure it was really good or I was going to do that. And I guess the game show format kind of works. So I could possibly do another one of those. But yeah, at the moment, I haven't actually got anyone. For me, it's just more like if someone has an idea that I think is good, like you emailed me before with an idea that I thought was actually pretty good. And if I had like, you know, the time to do it, I probably would have gone for it. But yeah, if someone just has an idea that's good and I believe in them, like I think, okay, you can pull it off. Because sometimes I've recorded lines for some people and they say, oh, I'm going to use it in a video. And then they never do. And it's kind of like, okay, I didn't have to record those lines then. So if I see someone and I'm like, okay, if I do this, they'll actually use it. I'm open to collab with anyone, really. If I like their videos and all that. So yeah.
So we're going to take a 5-minute break now, which I say it's for me to get water. Realistically, it's so I can plug the Patreon.
Yeah.
With the amount of people I'm actually getting to say, yeah, I'll do the podcast, which I'll talk later at the end of the pod. But we're going to take a 5-minute break. Okay. Maybe probably less than 5 minutes. And when we come back, we're going to talk about... I'm going to switch it up here because I'm not sure when you have to go. I want to make sure we get the important stuff out of the way. So we're going to get Simi or Tamago's tips and tricks for being a YouTuber. Okay, the stuff that we haven't already hit. And then if we have time, we're going to dive into the spicy YouTube trending topics. And then... Okay. The first episode of this will come to a close. So, we'll see you in a brief minute.
See you after these sponsored messages.
Hey everyone, this segment in the middle here is normally where our sponsor would go, but we don't have one this week. So I'm going to take the time to let you know about my Patreon. My Patreon supports everything I do on my channel and on this podcast. The show doesn't have a sponsor and my YouTube channel is small, so I'm running the podcast with the money out of my own pocket. In fact, unless I pay the monthly fee, the episodes of the show will be deleted 90 days after their release. So, please consider contributing to the podcast on Patreon, so the show can have more frequent episodes and doesn't get deleted. You also get some awesome perks, like a role in the YouTube channel's Discord for your donation. Once again, thanks for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast. Now, let's get back to the podcast. Do you have a light? Like a ring light?
I have box lights. Let me turn them off and show you the difference.
I have one umbrella light. Oh my gosh. That's insane.
Oh, you can see my teeth looking.
Wow.
Yeah. So that light
they help a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit.
Alright, so welcome back to the JCS podcast. Hopefully that break wasn't too long or too exhausting for you guys. And once again, if you would like to help the show by going to the Patreon, links are in the description. But now we're getting into the main event.
Hell yeah.
What you're here for. So there are many people out there, I am one, who have dreams of becoming a YouTuber, right?
Okay.
But they don't know where to start.
Okay, yeah.
So if I'm that guy, what do I do? Where do I start?
Okay, so if you're like, okay, so first you have to like go to youtube.com and make an account, right? Choose, okay, so you're either going to choose a username or you're just going to use your real name. And then you gotta think, okay, what am I going to post? It's usually better to actually know what videos you want to make before you decide you want to be a YouTuber. But, I mean, some people have done it the other way around. They're like, I want to be a YouTuber. I'll make videos on something. They choose a topic that they're interested in, and they focus on that. But once you got the topic, or at least the type of videos you want to make, next what you want to do is just make the videos. You don't want to overthink it. What a lot of people do is they'll think about the videos, and they're already thinking of, oh, man, okay, this video needs to go viral. And it's like, nope, it's not going to happen. Just focus on actually making videos. They don't even have to be good. The point is getting practice. You have to make a lot of videos so that you actually get good at making videos. Like, so yeah, that's the first thing. Just make a lot of videos. Try and make, if you can, depending on what sort of videos you make, try and make like 100 bad videos first. And then eventually you'll start getting pretty good at it. Or just 10 bad videos, who knows. But make videos. once you start actually getting good at videos, then you can start like, you know, actually trying to get them out there. Show them to people who might be interested in. I mean, these are like the basic tips that everyone tells you. Like, you know, if you're making a video on a game, do you have friends who are interested in that game? Show it to them. Is there a community on the internet that's interested in that game? Show it to them. Just, you know, try and get the video out there as much as you can, even if it only gets a few extra views, and even if you only get a few extra subscribers, it's still more than you would have had otherwise. Try and post regularly so that people know when to expect your stuff, which, I mean, I'm the worst spokesperson for that, but it actually helps. It does help. So, you know, I might not be the best spokesperson, but, you know, I don't have to preach what I teach. So, yeah, that makes no sense what I just said. I don't have to practice what I preach, but just do that, okay?
So, you should know, just as well as anyone, that the YouTube algorithm doesn't really tend to support small channel, and I'm not talking 250,000, I'm talking me, 75. I'm not going to be in recommendation unless I give them money.
Okay, yeah.
So, what are some ways you use to get your name out there on the internet? And what are some ways you still use? Okay. We're going to get into that with some more specific questions, but...
So when I was starting out, I'd always Google how to grow your channel. I always put it onto YouTube. I've watched so many how to grow your channel videos. What I would do is, well, apart from like doing stuff in real life, which is just telling people about my channel, I'd go on forums and I'd post my channel there. I can't even remember the forums that I posted my channel to be honest, but I would post them there. I got shadow banned from Reddit. The Reddit account, Tamago2474, is shadow banned. So I can still log in, but nobody can see my posts. Because what I did was I went to r/jokes and r/videos, and I did not understand that you're not allowed to do self-promotion. So I put my video links there, and I got shadow banned, but I didn't realize it for about 4 years. So I was still posting my videos and wondering, wait, why can nobody else see this? Until I tried looking at it at an incognito tab, and I'm like, this page doesn't exist. What? So yeah, my account is banned on Reddit. Tamago2474 is like fully shadow banned.
It's awful. So if you wanted to make a new Reddit, I guess you could change your username, right?
Yeah. I could do like, you know, a variation.
Still
of it.
some
But I'm
blood there though.
Yeah, I'm protesting against Reddit. I'm not making a new one because come on, like how are you gonna shadow ban someone? That's not cool. Or at least release the shadow ban after a couple of years. Like Jesus. But yeah.
So what? Yeah. What are your thoughts on? This is funny because your Discord, which is a chat service, go to patreon.com/JesterScott. You get your own role in my Discord. Now, what are your thoughts on? And it's funny. I had a conversation with one of the other mods about this.
Yeah.
Spamming your links into someone's direct messages, not like copy paste, but be like, "Hey, got a YouTube channel. Here it is. Hey, got a YouTube." You know.
So
what are your?
I used to do that. I did every method in a book. So what I did was there used to be a thing on YouTube called like YouTube Messages, YouTube Inbox, where you could you could send direct messages to YouTubers. So what I would do is I would go to like a comment section of a popular video. I'd copy the usernames and just paste them in. I'd spend about half an hour to an hour pasting about 350 usernames. And then so, like, I'd say,
what I said earlier, like what I was kind of doing, I haven't actually like genuinely done it, but when I like into the comments, hey, great video, here's my channel, something like that.
Yeah. So I'd basically be doing that. I'd be like, hey, I have this YouTube channel. I don't even know why I said that. I have this YouTube channel. I make videos. You might want to check it out, and I link the video. I click send, and then YouTube would say, you can only send messages to a maximum of 30 people at a time. I'd be like, I pasted 350 usernames, only to be told I can only send it to 30 people. That always stung, because I always forgot about the limit. So I'd always be like, damn it, I just wasted so much time. Yeah. But yeah, that's what a lot of people used to do. I'd always get messages in my inbox, which were just people's videos. So it was a common thing to do. But it didn't really work because no one likes spam. And if someone does go to your channel or to your video, they're only going there to dislike it. So yeah, that definitely is not an effective strategy for growing your channel. Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts? And careful here what you say, because it's going to be used against you.
Okay.
Not by me, I'm just saying in general. What are your thoughts on shoutouts? And I don't think you can say you don't like them, given what happened with KSI.
Well, okay, a shout out only works if the person giving the shout out is doing it for like a specific reason. Like someone just saying, "Oh, go check out this channel," and there's like no reason. That's not gonna help you. But let's say someone who makes the same type of content. Let's say you make videos about cars, and there's a really big car channel. And then you make a video that's sort of related to something that that person on the big channel was talking about. If they give you a shout out, it'll actually mean something because the subscribers of that big channel will come over, see a video they're interested in, and then watch it. But if a beauty channel were to give a Roblox channel a shout out, it would, even if that Roblox channel gained 20,000 subscribers, there would be 20,000 inactive subscribers because those people like watching beauty videos, and that's not what you do. So shoutouts are only effective if they're done right. Like just giving a shout out to someone for a shout out's sake never works, and it's so awkward. Like in school, I would have people come up to me and ask me to give them shout outs, and it's awkward rejecting someone in person, isn't it? But I'd always explain it to them where, like, you have to trust me that if I gave you a shout out, it wouldn't do you any good. Like,
it kind of does more damage because people come and see 4,000 people and then 2 views.
Yeah.
It's like...
Exactly. So it's like, you just have to trust me on that. I've had to... So yeah, it's a bit awkward turning people down. What I usually say is, make like good videos, and then like if you make a video that I think, oh damn, this is really good, then I can say, go check out this video rather than go check out this channel. Because, you know, people are more receptive to watching something cool than just going to a channel in general. Yeah.
So, what do you think the most important thing to remember is when making a YouTube video?
Depending on the purpose of your videos. My videos are always for entertainment. So for me, when making a video, the most important thing is, how is the viewer going to feel about this? Like, whenever I'm making a video, I'm like, okay, would the viewer get bored at this point? And I'm like, if the viewer would get bored at this point, I'm like, okay, either fix it or remove it. So yeah, that's how I do things. I'm always thinking from the perspective of the viewer. And I'm not thinking from the perspective of a subscriber or a friend. I'm thinking of someone who stumbles across this video, what will be going through their mind watching it. And I feel like that's the way to make a video that is the most engaging. Yeah.
To that point, I think the same, not the same way, because I'm trying to get into that mindset. But when I go into it, I'm like, sometimes I think, like, especially with vlogs, right?
Yeah.
Vlogs are weird because when you think about it, there's no reason someone should watch you do what you're doing in a day.
Yeah.
Logically, no reason.
Yeah.
So when I'm making mine, I'm like, who's gonna watch this? And then I finally upload it, like Procrastination. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Right, yeah. Oh, I have seen that one, yeah.
Yeah, but with that one, people liked it, and I was worried that, like, with the burrito thing at the end, that was just thrown in, but that's what I did in that day.
Yeah.
And I feel like which leads into the next question, what would you say to someone who continuously starts a video, but midway through wants to quit because he or she doesn't think it's good enough? And I've learned this from him. You'd say just go through with it, and if they don't like it, they don't, right?
Yeah. What I will tell you is every YouTuber goes through that. Like, even the biggest YouTubers I've spoken, especially recently, I've spoken to a few like quite large YouTubers. Every YouTuber has a point with a video where they're like, this is garbage. Every YouTuber, especially animation YouTubers, because you got to understand, an animation YouTuber watches their own video probably about 300 times before they release it. So by the time they're releasing their video, they hate it. They know every single joke. They know exactly what's coming. And so they can't enjoy their own video, right? So every YouTuber has that point where they're making a video and it's just like, this is garbage. Any YouTuber who spends time on their videos, if if you make your videos in about an hour, that's not really enough time to start hating it, to be honest. But yeah, so that emotion is actually normal, and knowing that that's normal might be able to just help you, like, okay, this is regular. If I just keep going, I'll make a video and it'll be good. Like, there have been some videos that are my most successful videos where halfway through I was just like, I'm gonna scrap this video, and then I'd show it to my sister and she'd be like, what are you talking about? This is amazing. And then it's like, it's because you need a fresh set of eyes to look at what you're working at, because you are your own worst critic, because you know every single thing that's wrong with your video, but no one else would. So yeah.
So one thing I want to touch on is editing, and after I hear your opinion, I'm going to state my opinion on it. Okay. Because I have a strong one. All right. So editing. Yeah. Just tell me the importance of editing or unimportance.
Oh, it depends on what video you're making and how you actually want it portrayed. Like, you know, if I'm editing, the amount of editing required for an entertaining video goes up depending on how entertaining the base content is. Like, if for example, game show, the gameplay on its own is boring. Like, it's just gameplay with no commentary on it whatsoever. And so I script it, and then I know I have to put a lot of editing into it because there's no live commentary. There's nothing with the gameplay, so I have to edit it to make it fun. But if I'm telling a story, that doesn't need as much editing unless there's something specifically that to do with the story, such as the bargain hunt. Like, I needed to show the emails, which is why it required the editing. But if it's just a story, the story is probably entertaining on its own enough that I wouldn't need to heavily edit it. And I feel like that goes the same for like Let's Play channels. Like, people watch those Let's Play channels because they just want to see their favorite person playing a game they're interested in. So there's no need for the YouTuber to put crazy edits in the video to make it more engaging, because the video is already engaging enough. One thing I do see with some YouTubers is that they over edit their videos, and it kind of puts me off. It's like, this was like, I can tell when a YouTuber didn't think something was funny enough, and so they tried to make it funnier with editing. And it's just like, just leave it. It's okay. Like, it's fine. It can just be plain and still be good. So, but yeah, editing, it just depends if the video needs it. Edit as exactly as much as you need to edit, and then leave everything else. That's what I'd say.
So, maybe this is an opinion that will leave me, but I am very strongly, into, YouTube is a place where you come and you edit videos if you want to be a YouTuber. That needs to be, a part of your process, and it needs to be a big part of your process, right? All right. Because I feel like it is probably the hardest part of making a video, is having to sit through, everything.
For me, it's the most time-consuming. I wouldn't say hardest, though. I'd say hardest part is writing for me. But yeah, it's definitely, it definitely takes the longest.
When I do write, which I think I've done once and I didn't upload that video, that's the hardest part, but editing takes the longest, especially when you're doing, the Casey Neistat-esque, which is what I'm going to be shifting to. That is just so hard, and I feel like that's important if you want to grow, which is why, this is my secret, right? Mm-hmm. I get pissed off if I see, a channel with 4 million subscribers, and they don't edit. I've seen, they have an intro and outro in just straight 20 minutes of whatever they want, and it's like, oh, good for you. But, all right, on to...
Well, about that, let me just say, I feel like you will eventually grow out of that, just because it's people like watching, you gotta understand, the YouTuber, they didn't get 4 million subscribers, on their own. They weren't given to them. People actually liked what they had. And it's people like what they like. Some people want to see a full-blown, non-edited video. It's if that's what you like, you can watch it. It's cool. So, yeah. Yeah,
that's a good outlook on that. I think I just gotta get over my grudge.
Yeah. You will. So,
some people say, and this was me, and I will take blame for this one. Okay. Because now I have the stuff for really nice looking YouTube videos. But for the people out there who say, I can't make a channel without equipment or software, what software do you use, and what does the software matter? What equipment, and does it matter?
When I started out, I had Pivot Stick Figure Animator, a free animation program. I had a camera. I was using a camera on my laptop. I did eventually get a camcorder. I saved up £100 over like, I think 4 years. I got the camera when I was 12. So I saved up £100 over 4 years. I spent it on the camera and the camera wasn't very good. So I was really disappointed. And I went back to using my computer's webcam. But yeah, like that's a hard one because it's like, I really wanted high quality video too. Like I wanted my videos to be as high quality as the ones I'd see other YouTubers posting. But you got to understand that, listen, you're starting out, your videos aren't going to be, they're not going to be like where, you know, they could be in a few years. So use what you've got right now just so you can practice. Like the most important thing is just getting practice. So, you know, use your computer's webcam, use your phone. Like phones are so good in terms of their cameras nowadays. Use whatever free software you can get. Free software is getting better and better. And then if you really want to buy some stuff, work, like do some like chores, like maybe I never got paid for doing chores in my house, but like if you can find a way to get someone to give you money for doing something, then save that money and use it to buy something that you can use to make your videos. For example, the microphone I got for my first ever animations, the Logitech one, I think it cost £20, and that was just from saving up money that I'd managed to get over the years. So yeah, just use what you've got until you can get something better.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, well, that was the advice portion. Hope you got something out of that.
Hopefully.
And we're going into the quick fire, spicy YouTube stuff.
Okay.
Go through
YouTube
it pretty
drama,
quickly.
YouTube tea. Let's go.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
The Logan Paul versus KSI boxing match. You and I would not be able to have a conversation that you and I were partaking in if Logan Paul and the KSI boxing match did not come up. So, I know your stance on this.
Yeah.
But was it faked?
No. It wasn't faked. It wasn't faked.
I have the same reason contractually. Looking at it, the only person who benefits from it being faked was Logan, and it was such a good event and well put together. And it was so close that I don't see a way for it to really fake. But I've got a friend who is like, Josh, you're an idiot. They faked it. So
okay, yeah,
it is what it is.
Well, I think your friend is wrong.
Yeah. I'll make sure he knows that.
Yeah.
Jake Paul versus Chris Brown. Do you see it happening?
No, Chris Brown. Like, why? Like, Jake Paul said that as a kind of like maybe it'll work, but it's just like why would Chris Brown be bothered? To be honest,
well, Des Bryant is maybe boxing him. Do you know who Des Bryant is?
I don't know who that is.
So, this is our next quick topic, but sports in the UK, which is where you're from, is much different from sports in America. So Des Bryant is like a really big, for football, like American football, wide receiver.
Oh, okay.
And did you see the Philip DeFranco show from yesterday?
No, I did not. I have to catch up. I'm slacking.
Yeah. So in it, he shows there was a DM. Des Bryant said, "Hey, great job with the boxing event. I see you, bro." And he was like, "Oh, sorry, that was meant for your brother." And Des Bryant currently doesn't have a contract, and he wasn't trying to send a shot.
He wasn't trying to send a shot. Are you sure?
No, he
about
said
that?
He wasn't. I think he may have been, but after he said, "I'm not sure why you got so mad." So then Jake sent back, "Hey, I see you, bro. Great job on your 4-year, $60 million contract. Oh, sorry, that was for every other wide receiver in the league."
Okay, all right.
And then Des Bryant tweeted it and said, "Not sure why you got so salty, but if you want to settle this in the ring, we can deal with it."
This guy Des Bryant sounds like he's trying to save his career or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So, this is just a question for me.
Yeah.
Do you live in an apartment or do you share a space?
I live in a house with my family, my mom and my brother.
Yeah. Do they have you been like have you ever recorded and they walked in, you're like, "Guys, I just working on a video."
Yeah, well, no, like, sometimes I have to, like, tell my mom to, like, to quieten down, but for me, it's like, your viewers might not notice, like, my little brother has autism, right? So, for him, he's like really loud You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's not in the house right now. He's like staying in respite care, which is why I actually said let's do the podcast today, since I know the house will be quiet. But like recording videos can be a challenge because it's like, okay, I need to find a time where things are quiet and then I can record. And that's also why like the times I do live streams, like when I do live streams, like my family coordinates it. So we're like, okay, we're gonna look after your younger brother and make sure that he's staying quiet. If we have to take him outside, we'll take him outside. So it's a whole family thing to make sure that I can do this. So we coordinate the whole thing, because otherwise I just wouldn't be able to. So yeah, that's how it is. So like when I make my videos, it's very strategic. I'm like, I have this amount of time to do the video, to record the video at least. So I gotta do that. So yeah, that's how it goes with me.
So quick one.
Yeah.
Would you ever see yourself, and I'm not like trying to pitch the US to you.
Oh, okay.
But would you ever see yourself moving to the US, like New York, at a city, or New York, LA, something like that? Or would that only really be if like you needed to for business? Because there have been other YouTubers who have done so.
Yeah.
So is that something you do? Or
for me,
really?
it'd be like if I needed to for business. Like obviously, you have a lot of YouTubers moving to LA because of all the opportunities out there. I think Jaden Animations recently moved to LA. I would do it for business, but I like it here in the UK. All my family is here, all my friends are here, so I'd move there to business. But even if I did move there, I'd still always be coming back to London just to see my people, you know. So yeah.
All right, Gamescom and Summer in the City.
Yep. Vlogs.
What did you do
soon.
there? Yeah. What did you do there, and which one was better?
Okay, so Summer in the City YouTube convention. I went there. I spoke on a few panels about animation and gaming videos. I met up with other YouTubers. That was the first time. I think those were the first times I ever seen. Oh wait, no, I had seen YouTubers before at another YouTube event I went to, but that was more of a private thing. That wasn't for fans to come to. But this is the first time I've seen so many YouTubers in one place. So it was a really cool experience. I got to hang out with some YouTubers I've been watching for years. Some YouTubers that, you know, have inspired me. I got to hang out with them. For example, Nathan Zed. So that was incredibly cool. And yeah, Summer in the City was awesome. And I'm going to have the vlog for that out next week. Gamescom is a gaming convention. It's the largest gaming convention in the world, and I absolutely believe it because that thing was unbelievably huge. I can't believe how big. I didn't get around to everything, and I was there for 5 days, and I didn't even get around to everything. That's how big Gamescom was. And yeah, so I was there. I was doing streams with Facebook. I did a Street Fighter stream where people would come out onto the stage and challenge me in the classic Street Fighter games. I hung out.
I got up at 4:34.
Hell yeah!
And I was like, "This is what the game is." I'm going back to bed, and I was like, "Oh man!" So
stream time changes soon, but yeah, that was a lot of fun to do. I hung out with other Facebook streamers and I made really good friends there. Like, when you say Summer in the City or Gamescom, they were different events. I would say Gamescom definitely had a lot more going on, but in both events, I made some good friends. And because of that, I can't compare them because, like, I'm so happy at the friends I've made from both of those events. So I can't say which one was better than the other because they were both awesome. And I wasn't expecting, the thing about both events was I wasn't expecting to come out of it having met so many cool new people. But I did. So now I'm just like, I want to keep doing stuff like this. Because if I can meet so many cool people like this, then I want to keep going.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Last real question.
Okay.
Did you get to meet any fans? Was it, I like this word. Was it kind of surreal? Like, man, what I'm doing actually bleeds into the real world.
Yeah.
And then what was the whole experience like?
Okay, so previously, the only time I've ever been recognized in public was when I was doing an interview for Cambridge University. I was eating dinner with the other applicants, and we were talking about what we do outside of school. And I said, "Oh, I make YouTube videos." And then one of the dudes, like, he eyed me across. It was like, "Wait a minute, you make YouTube videos. Are you Tamago? And he was like, I recognize your voice. I was like, hell yeah, I'm Tamago, bro. And yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
I was so unexpected. And yeah, that was the first time I got recognized by my voice though, because I was doing animations, so he couldn't have recognized me by my face. And actually, I think last month I went to see a movie with him because we actually just became good friends through the Cambridge application process, and we still talk now. So yeah, now we're just friends and we hang out and all that. So that was pretty cool because he happened to also be from London. So yeah, that just worked out. But yeah, Sitsi was the first time I had like fans, viewers. It's a bit weird calling them fans, but I guess that's, you know, the word people use. So that was the first time I ever had like people coming up to me being like, oh my god, Tamago, can I take a picture? And that was so cool. Like, that was awesome. Yeah. I remember the first kid to do it. I actually got the audio on video. So like, that was awesome because I was vlogging the event, but I didn't have the camera up. So you'll see that soon. But yeah, he came up, he took a picture. It was awesome. I had a few more people for the Saturday and Sunday that I was there come up and take pictures too. And that was really good. At Gamescom, I wasn't expecting, at Sitsi, I was kind of expecting, okay, a few people might say hey. But at Gamescom, I had no expectations whatsoever that anyone would approach me. And I actually got recognized twice whilst I was there. And I was just kind of like, and both times I was confused because at least in Summer in the City, if someone's walking up to you and they're giving you eye contact, then you can kind of guess that, okay, they're coming up to say hi. But at Gamescom, they both caught me off guard. Like, I'm just walking and they're like, Tamago. I'm like, wait, what? Oh, you watch my videos. That's awesome, dude. So we'll take a picture. And then the last day I was there as well. Dude came up to me. I thought he was trying to ask me to like, because I was in the shops area and it was really loud. So I thought he was trying to ask me something about the products. So I was like, yeah, what are you saying, bro? And he's like, I like your videos. I was like, oh, hey man, how you doing? So yeah, that was that was great. Like meeting people that watch your videos. It's another one of those things where it's like, oh damn, it's actual people. Actual people watch this stuff. So yeah.
That's awesome. That's a nice little like, I don't know, confirmation, right? So it's like, man, what I'm doing is actually getting to people and it's real. Yeah, exactly. So,
exactly.
Well, I cannot explain to you how appreciative I am that you're doing this.
Yo, I'm happy to be
I honestly do not think I'd be able to like, I don't think this podcast would be as legitimate as it would, especially like having you be, because you're pretty big. So
thank you.
Having somebody to put like, listen, we actually have someone to do this, so you're not alone in the podcast.
Yeah.
So
no problem, man.
Plug what you have going on. What do you have going on?
Oh,
we're gonna do the hot wings style. What do you have going on?
All right, this camera, that camera. Okay, so I make YouTube videos. I'm gonna have a new video out on Friday, then another new video out on the Tuesday, and then another one out next Friday. Like, the videos are actually gonna be pouring in because the past month I've just been so busy, but I've got so much footage. I just need to edit them and put them out. So there's going to be a lot of content coming out this Friday and throughout September, which is pretty nice. I do live streams Monday to Friday on fb.gg/Tamago2474. I'm sure Josh will leave a link in the description to that stuff. So you can check that out. We play games. We have a good time. I'm going to change the stream time to 7 p.m. BST, starting from next week.
That is 2 p.m. EST or Eastern Standard Time for those of you in America.
So, you know, if you can come through and join in on the streams, we're just going to play random games. We're going to have a good time. Today we played Roblox, which was an interesting experience to say the least. So come
I didn't get to tell you. I got voted off after you.
Oh,
and I spent money. I spent money on the super immunity idol.
Oh my god.
And I could not use it. Like, I got voted out and I was ready to, and I looked through everything and I was like, it's not here.
Oh,
where did my money go? And I was like,
serious?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
This guy spent money on Roblox.
No, yeah. Listen.
Oh man. But yeah.
It was a rough year.
It was a rough year. But yeah, and then you can find me on other social media, Twitter, Instagram. It's all Tamago2474. So yeah, go check that stuff out. We make fun videos. I try and have a fun time. Yeah.
So this is concluding the first episode of the JCS podcast.
Woo.
If you liked it, wherever you're watching it, you can subscribe. And click the bell if you're on YouTube, or just subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, and we'll see you And the next one, as always, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram, JoshuaC_Scott. And on YouTube, just search up Joshua Scott. Tamago, once again, thanks for coming through.
Thank you for having me.